I'm sorry, I was just distracted by that costume change our guest made today between this episode and the last episode. Did anyone else notice? Am I the only one that noticed? This is Fine Music 389. I hope you enjoyed 388, the multimedia extravaganza that Fred offered us. And now it's Murray's turn.
Okay. Those of you who follow us regularly probably know that my favorite way to find music is to go out and hear it live. So today I'm going to talk about an artist that I found by going out and hearing her live. I first saw her a year and a half ago, maybe as much as 2 years ago. I'm not sure. At one of my favorite venues here in Rochester, New York, the Record Archive, a record store with a full performance space in the back with a bar and food and all sorts of fun stuff. Her name is SARAH DeVALLIERE. Now, this is her first CD, which I picked up then. And under this CD, she's Sarah Eide, but she's changed her name to DeValliere because that was a married name and she's not married anymore. But anyway, this little CD, Dreams on Hold, like really moved me because it was about, well, putting her dreams on hold to have a kid and raise a family. And it's all about basically quitting the music business. Okay, what's going on?
Question from our
I just wanted
guest.
to ask a quick question. You said, I was very intrigued. You said the venue is called the Record something.
The Record Archive.
Record Archive. Could I ask you where that is?
Rochester, New York.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. So back to Dreams on Hold. So she basically not really quit music because obviously kept writing, but quit performing and such in order to raise a kid, which really rang a bell with me because I kind of put my writing dreams on hold when I moved to Rochester to take care of my parents. So that really struck me, but beautiful music. And lots of, I mean, there's a children's story. There's a couple of children's songs on here and stories about, raising kids and whatnot. So I kept track of her. And then she went back into recording. And so this is her new one. It's called The Healing. Actually, it's not even officially released yet, but I got one in my hand because I went to her listening party record release, which was actually at the studio where she recorded it, this place called Tone Studio here in Rochester again. And they played it over their sound system. It's a beautiful album. It's beautiful sounding, beautiful recorded. And of course, hearing it over the studio sound system really emphasized that. But just the music is beauty. She's mostly a piano player, and it's all built around her piano, but it has strings and, the full band percussion and all. It's called The Healing. It's about getting through rough times, especially recovering from loss. She has an interesting metaphor, which comes in twice on this album. The first song is called Goddess of the River, which is about a Chinese river dolphin, which they believe has gone extinct. And then we're going to give you a sample of another song. So let me hit share. We want to share that. Okay, we want to share that. And then obviously we want to share some sound here. No, I don't want to record. I want to share computer sound. Okay.
Are you on the far right? The far right where it says
I've got
more?
it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going. I just haven't started playing yet. So.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
I was finding the right button to push. Okay. So this is a song called Empty Sky. And I don't know, I will play a bit.
No relation to Elton John, of course.
No. No.
Sounds good already. Wow.
1914, Martha died at a Cincinnati zoo. She was old and lonely. I'm old and lonely too. She will never know what it feels to fly among a million of her own. What it feels to be a witness to an empire overthrown. The tree.
Okay, now you probably didn't catch it, but it's a song about the last passenger pigeon dying in the zoo in Cincinnati in 1914. And I think even to write a song about passenger pigeons is not something people think of these days, but to write it about the last one, I think is just beautiful. There are songs, I mean, as you go through here, All Is Not Lost, A Little Faithful. I mean, this whole album ends on a very positive note about how you can get through these rough times. You can have the healing. So that's my recommendation. SARAH DeVALLIERE. Do you want the spelling done, or can you?
Oh, you helped me a lot, but so did the internet. I looked it
Okay.
up.
Okay.
It says she played Rochester, New York on May 31st.
That was the release. That was the listening thing I went to.
The healing listening experience on studio tour, Tone
Yep.
Studios.
Yep. That was it.
You lucky duck living in Rochester, New York.
Well, we do have our musical scene here. It is nice. And I see from looking on her webpage, she's playing several of my favorite venues here.
Oh,
Including
regional artist.
I have my shirt, Iron Smoke, the whiskey distillery just down the road from me, and she's playing there in September.
Wow.
Don't think she's getting out of upstate New York yet, but hopefully she will. Maybe, hopefully
Maybe
you all
even
might have a
venture
chance to hear her.
outside of New York someday.
Yeah.
Go west,
And
young.
I did look her up on Spotify. She does have 4 singles out from the new album if you want to find her on there.
Good to know.
And they're probably
Thank
on YouTube too.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotta be, yeah.
But thank you,
Oh.
Maria, for letting us listen to one of that one that you had us listen to is not out on the webs yet.
Okay. No, it's on her Bandcamp. She has 3 songs on her Bandcamp that you can listen to.
And you can pre-order
Awesome.
the CD.
Yeah, and then you can pre-order the CD. I don't think you can download them off her Bandcamp, but you can listen to them there.
Yeah, once you purchase the pre-order, they usually send you the download once you get the CD sent out.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Really is a good sounding recording. I was impressed.
Yes, it is so beautiful sounding.
Thank you, Marie.